Hello. Hi everybody, welcome. Sammy here with Sammy's Tarot Astrology reading. Yeah. I'm Dos Caracolitos and I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I'm especially excited because my love surprised me. I came over here to sit down and do this live with you today. And there was a package and there was the sweetest note in the whole world from her. And I can't believe how lucky I am. She called me her tarot and astrology wife, and I never heard sweeter words. I really never even dreamed of being as happy as I am now with her. And this is what she surprised me with. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? It's a place to put the cards during readings to spread them out on so they don't have to go on my stinky yoga mat. And it has the moon and the sun and the stars, and it's these beautiful colors of blue and gold, and she's so thoughtful, something I would never have thought of, but now that I have it, I'm like, how could I have lived without it? It's so beautiful, and I love surprises, and I'm just so lucky. So thank you, baby, if you're on here. And well, with no further ado, we will play the sound bowl, and then we will pull 3 cards from the deck, and we'll talk about what is happening in the stars right now, and tie that in with our tarot reading. Thank you for being here. Let's take a breath together. Inhaling all of the delicious Aquarius, Moon, Libra, Sun, air right now. Breathe it in, feel that airiness, feel it fill you up. Hold until you think you're gonna burst. And release. Now we're really here. So, right now, in the sky, if you look just about here, if you zoomed in really close, you might see, I just want to hold it. I just want to hold it up and show it to you because it's so pretty. Right now, we still have our sun in Libra, and we have the moon in Aquarius, and that's a beautiful amount of air happening right now because there's been a lot of earth, a lot of fire happening with, Mars in Aries and Venus in Leo and all Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn, all that. And now we have a little bit of breath coming through, a fresh breeze, communication and imagination and new ideas and balance and idealism and optimism and hope and freshness and vastness. And that's where we are right now, and it's especially beautiful right now because since we have the Libra sun and the Aquarius moon, that puts them at a trine where they're at that 60-degree angle from each other, which kind of gives them, we were talking about the trine the other day because we have Mercury in Libra and what was it? Well, there was a trine, I forget what the trine, I think it was Mars and Venus. Oh yeah, Mars and Venus were in a trine, so we were talking about the kind of like softening of the Mars energy with that love energy. And right now we have that same aspect, the trine between the sun and the moon. And so what that does is it brings about the intuition really just flowing through into our daily life. Hi, Abby, welcome. So good to see you. So we have the moon and the sun kind of shining on each other. So intuition is flowing easily out of us, the unconscious becoming conscious, and the conscious in our daily life is being deepened and made richer by what's inside. So that's where we are today. And something else I wanted to and also the Aquarius moon, that brings qualities of optimism and hope, hope for a better future, and not only hope for it, but confidence in getting there, and not only confidence in getting there, but new ideas for how to get there. And the Aquarius moon that we're in right now until tomorrow, it's very much about nothing can really get me down, because I know what's possible, and that's it, period. Any doubt, any criticism, it all just, it flows off of us, because Aquarius is the water bearer, which is, has imagery of water, but it's an air sign. So it's kind of like this nice mix of air and water where there's this flow and this nurturance and this sort of like satisfying of thirst, and at the same time this lightness. So it kind of brings together the qualities of water and air, and we get to be enjoying that right now. So it's a great time to really indulge yourself in optimism and to think about new ideas for getting from here to that bright future. And the last thing I wanted to say about the stars right now is that Mercury has been in Libra. Mercury, the planet of communication. Mercury is swift, fast, quick-witted. Mercury moves. Mercury says things directly. Mercury is very sensitive and really picks up on the environment. Like in the thermometer, they used to be filled with actual mercury. And so Mercury is all about that fine-tuned communication and rapid fire adjustment to its environment. Very adaptable and flexible and mutable. And Mercury's been in Libra, and right now Mercury at 3:30 in the morning Eastern time will be going into Scorpio, which is a very exciting and interesting shift where we're going from communicating in that light, airy, thoughtful, balanced way to a way that taps into the unconscious and mystery and revels in the taboo and revels in diving into the deep, dark, mysterious, inner truth that don't always get talked about because some people might be afraid. Other people might be excited and inspired to talk about things like the life cycle and what that is about, or about sex, or about money. All of these things are going to be given a boost. So it'll be a great time to communicate about those things and to have the capacity to go there. And what's interesting is Mercury, with its retrogrades and going back and forth in the direction it looks like it's going in the sky, it's going to go into Scorpio tomorrow morning, very early. But it's funny because it's coming back into Libra right before Halloween. So on October 28th, Mercury, it's been going further into Scorpio land. And just when you think it's going like deep into Scorpio, it's like, wait, I'm going back into Libra again. So then we'll be back into that airiness for Halloween, which is kind of funny. You would think like Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio on Halloween would be perfect. But no, Halloween's going to have a bit of a lighter air to it actually this year. because Mercury is like slipping out of that deep, dark, sensitive thing and going into this like airy, lighter sort of thing. And then on November 11th, on 11/11, Mercury is going back from Libra into Scorpio again. So I think the next few weeks and couple months, it's going to be very much in terms of communication, going back and forth between the deep and the serious and the sensitive to the lighter and the more, you know what I mean? This to this to this to this. So that's kind of the dance. I couldn't put it into words. I hope you know what I mean. With that, let us turn to the cards. Your birthday's 11/11. Affy's birthday is 11/11. Wow, just when I think you can't get more magical. That is so special. Well, you're going to be enjoying some Mercury energy that day. Some big, special, extra juicy communication energy for you on your birthday. Maybe we'll do a special reading for you on that day. We can have a little birthday, not little, we'll have a birthday party for you on here. That'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Take a few nice deep breaths. And if there's something that is on your mind, you can focus on it, or you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It feels so good to be doing this on here, you guys. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, my baby's the best. She's just the best. I know. I'm lucky. I don't know either. I must do something really special when I'm asleep, because I can't wrap my head around how I am so lucky to be with such a mind-bogglingly thoughtful and generous and loving, warm, energetic, sensitive, passionate, determined woman. She's just amazing. Where was I? Shuffling. Oh yes, the cards. Okay, let's cut this deck. Maybe she'll come on as a guest one of these days. She's actually incredibly intuitive and I would say psychic, but so we'll see. Maybe I'll convince her to join us on here and see what she has to say about the cards. Okay. Oh, this feels so nice. It's nice on my fingers. It's soft. Okay. Let's pull 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Low battery. Our first card is the Knight of Cups. Oh. Well, let's see. Water. It's funny because we were talking about, the moon in Aquarius is a air sign, but Aquarius is the water bearer. And so this looks very much to me like the water bearer. It's this person who is gallant, and they've got a nice little smile on their face. They are sitting up tall, and the horse is kind of like very easily moving right along. So the horse isn't galloping like it is with the Knight of Wands, going like fast and hard. And the horse isn't standing there like the Knight of Pentacles with both of its feet on the ground. This horse is kind of taking steady steps, moving right along at a nice, easy pace. There's a clear blue sky. There's a flow of water. And also, I just never noticed this before, but the knight's hand is on their stomach, which I think points to the connection between the sun and the moon and their trine right now, kind of the connection of feeling the emotion and then offering it forth externally. So that in this knight's right hand, they're giving this cup, they're offering this love, and their hand is on their stomach. So it's like, here is this love, and I'm giving it to you, and I'm feeling it in me, and we're connected and we're sharing, and there's a beautiful, beautiful flow of love here. So got some love flow happening, everybody. And our second card. The Wheel of Fortune. So this card, it incorporates all the different elements, all the different directions, and I think it's a good reminder of, life. There's a lot that we can do, this card reminds us, but then there's also a limit to what we can control. There are things out of our control that just happen, and I think with the moon in Aquarius right now, it's that energy of like, okay, I can do things to make the world a better place, but it's a reminder at the same time that I can also not be ruffled by the things that I can't, because there are shitty things that happen, and people do shitty things, and people hurt each other, and people are not always kind and respectful, and that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And if we let that stop us, and we let that stop our wheel from spinning forward and carrying us, that's really no excuse, because it's no surprise. Stuff is going to happen. So I think this is just a reminder, like, sometimes fortune is great, and then use that to, like, superpower what you're doing, and then sometimes it's not, but still keep going forward, just like this Knight of Cups, and keep taking those steady steps, and offering that cup of love, and feeling your own love with your hand. Our third card. The Three of Pentacles. I've been seeing this card a lot with all of these Capricorn placements in the sky that we've been having. And it's also, I think it indicates the Libra sun as well, because it's very much balanced. It's like this perfectly symmetrical building happening. And it's a work in progress. And so it's also, to me, it's like the sun and the moon, because you have like this dark kind of like shady structure, and then you have somebody continuing to build at it. So it's taking an idea, something that's inside, a vision for something, and then creating it in the world, and to do it in communication with others. And so Mercury in Libra going back and forth into Scorpio, going back and forth a few times, is a reminder to keep that balance between learning things and teaching things. What can we learn from the going into the depths of Scorpio, and what can we teach when we come up out of that and go back into Libra, and we can talk about what we've learned and go back and forth that way. So got our three cards here, and with that, let us turn to the bowl, and we'll play a few sounds here and breathe together. And I hope you have a beautiful Aquarius moon and really enjoy that that opportunity to let new ideas come in, and to step outside of what the eye can see. Third eye. Okay. Let's breathe together. thank you so much for being here. And Abby, let's talk in the messages, and I would love to do a card for you off of the live, and we could do that soon. So everyone, thank you for being here, and have a beautiful evening.